Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to this week's episode of What Every Cruiser Wants, where I have 3 new cruise comments for you this week of people who want to change things about cruising. We're going to have a comment talking about the military appreciation event, and then we're going to have a couple of comments talking about rudeness and some of the just rudest things that people can possibly write in. Now, before we get started, the audio on this video may sound a little bit funny. I'm having some voice issues, so if I don't sound right, it doesn't sound normal, believe me, it's coming from me. Throat's just been a little bit off, so hopefully though, I am understandable for this whole video. So let's jump right in here with our first comment. We're gonna talk about military appreciation, or to be more specific, we're actually going to talk about those that feel that they should also have an appreciation day. But I kind of want to preface this by saying, when you joined the military, was it under the hopes that someday you would have a military appreciation event? When you became a police officer, when you became a firefighter, was the goal of that job that someday you would have an appreciation event? Was it your goal to get upset and bothered that somebody else got something that you didn't get? Because that's definitely what seems to bother this person. I am disgusted that there is nothing for first responders. Are we not as brave in your mind as military passengers? Are we not deserving of a special day? I will answer my own question and say no, not if you cruise Carnival. I am a career firefighter and paramedic and have never gotten anything. Now I see there will be free pins, photo discounts, and more, while all we get is a big fat zero. All first responders going into potentially dangerous environments are not as brave as the military, is what you're saying. Explain why. All us first responders deserve to be told why we are not getting a special day in all of this. So my first question is, are you upset that there's not a first responders day? Or are you upset that the veterans are getting a pin on board the ship? Because you sure mentioned free stuff a lot more than anything else. Now that's just my take on the comment. You guys will have to make your own choice. Now, only speaking for myself, just me, I do not seek out military appreciation events because I never joined the military thinking that someday I could go into a restaurant and get a discount. I never joined the military thinking that I would get an appreciation event when I got on a cruise ship. I didn't join the military thinking there would be a photo discount and a free pin somewhere down the line. The majority of the veterans that I know do not seek recognition, do not seek glory. Now, it is just what I think, but I think first responders, your police officers, your firefighters, your paramedics, these guys are also very, very important, but I don't think that they started doing their jobs, continue to do their jobs, and go out and take care of the things they have to take care of, hoping that there's an appreciation event for them somewhere down the line. I personally think this comment was written by somebody who's more about, look at me, look at me, look at me. But hey, that is just my opinion. Let me throw it out there to you guys. What do you guys think about military appreciation events? Should each profession have their own? I mean, I don't know where we would draw the line. You don't have to be in the military to be appreciated. You don't have to necessarily be a police officer, a firefighter, or a paramedic to be appreciated. What about healthcare workers? What about teachers? What about construction workers that build our homes? You see what I mean? The list can go on and on. But let me throw it out there to you guys. What do you think? Should there be more appreciation days on board the ship? Or should it just be left alone and true veterans, whether it's military, police, firefighter, or paramedics, honestly, are just not out there seeking this kind of glory? A lot of times these events, in my opinion, are more for the families. Next, we're gonna talk about rudeness, and the next couple of comments are all around that particular subject. They go off a little bit in each direction, but they're all focused and based in pure and utter rudeness. Because if you don't get your way, or what you want doesn't come fast enough, then obviously the one and only thing you should do is just be utterly rude and nasty to to an individual who honestly goes out of his way to help you. I'm sure most of you are familiar with John Heald, Carnival Cruise Line's brand ambassador. If you ever actually read his Facebook page, look at some of the stuff that people ask him, the questions they have for him, the comments they have for him. They're definitely not always nice. They're definitely not always polite, yet he is. He will bend over backwards and try to help every single person that he can. So why, of course, shouldn't you reward him with rudeness while you sit in your parents' basement being the keyboard warrior that you are? But let's take a look at this one here, and you guys can judge for yourself. You do understand, John Heald, that eggs aren't vegetables, right? Maybe not, judging by your photos and your waistline. 30% of your customers will follow a plant-based lifestyle. Where is the vegan menu? Now, Carnival has already announced that they are coming out with new vegan vegetarian menus to give people that follow a plant-based lifestyle more options. They already said that. They're not here yet, but they're working on it. They just finished the main dining room menus, and next they're working on the vegan menus. But impatience takes hold, makes the keys go to clicking, and let's be rude to the brand ambassador and basically say, hey, look at your waistline. Obviously, you don't care about us, or you don't care about vegans just by the way you look. And that is our first example of rudeness. But wait, we have more. John Heald, you are not funny. Your sophomoric and juvenile comedy should not be allowed in this day and age of political correctness. Just quit already and make way for a younger professional person. Again, just an example of rudeness. I don't think everything you say is funny. I don't necessarily agree with everything you write. So what you should do is just quit your job immediately and be gone, because some young professional is ready to take your job. Good luck with that one. Again, 35 years of experience shows in how he treats people. It shows in what he tries to do for people. And I've had the pleasure of meeting John Heald before, and to me, he came across as a very genuine and nice individual. In just a very tiny amount of time, I actually got to speak with him. So I hope he keeps his job for a long, long time. But we are not done with the rudeness yet. No. Because somebody wrote a follow-on comment to this comment to pile on with extra rudeness, extra nastiness. And that's why this one we save for last. I 100% agree. Carnival should make an American their ambassador. Too many of Carnival passengers, you, John, have the mindset that believes you are equal to a king or a queen, and you deserve no respect. We literally fought a war to declare this. You are a greasy, entitled fugly. John, just shut the F up. Wow is all I can say about that one. And this is why I think it's someone in their parents' basement pretending they are a keyboard warrior. Now, I do have one question this. So you book a cruise. Now, the average cruise ship, the crew members come from around 65 different countries. You're not going to see a whole lot of Americans even working on board the ships. Now, of course, there is the exception, Pride of America from Norwegian Cruise Lines. But for the vast majority of cruise ships, you're not going to see a bunch of Americans working on there. Now, you're going to board this cruise ship and you're going to leave the United States and travel to other people's countries. Countries that, again, are not filled with Americans. So why do you think an American should have that particular job? And what does the American Revolutionary War have to do with who the brand ambassador is of a cruise line? My God, this man helps you get ships on a stick delivered to your room. He is not trying to usurp this country and become the monarchy. This comment is ridiculous. This comment is rude. This comment is just a waste of the time it took to type and send it in, at least in my opinion. But I want to throw it out there to you guys. We just had 3 examples of what I think are just rude and nasty people all in a row. But you guys let me know what you think. Do you agree they're rude and nasty? Do you think any of these people are right? Should John Heald go and a young professional American take that job right away? Because, I mean, do we think that someone like that will do a better job? You guys let me know in the comments below what you think about all of that particular mess. And that's going to be our video today for what every cruiser wants. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime I put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day and a really great weekend. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.